So, we have a Zac in Richmond Park. I have a feeling. Hello, Zac.
Morning, Nick.
This is the Zac, is it?
Good morning, Mr. Goldsmith. This is Zac Goldsmith, Tory MP, of course, in Richmond Park. Zac, you're through to the Deputy Prime Minister. Go ahead, Mr. Goldsmith.
Thank you very much.
It'll be either recall or Heathrow. Which one is it, Zac, today?
It is not. Well, you've guessed it half correct. It is Heathrow.
Right.
The reason I'm calling is because there is. I know the long-standing position the Lib Dems have taken on in relation to Heathrow, and it's been widely appreciated in South West London. I accept that. However, there is a lot of confusion now about the Lib Dem position. On the one hand, the party says that it rules out Heathrow expansion, but on the other hand, it supports the Airport Commission, which heavily leans towards expansion. So I would appreciate, and I'm sure your listeners would appreciate it, if you could categorically rule out expansion of Heathrow, whatever the election outcome, whatever the conclusion of the review, or at least to clarify your position.
Yeah, sure. The reason we've always ruled out Heathrow expansions Act, which I'm assuming is the same reason that you have, is because of the environmental impacts, because of the impact on air pollution, on noise pollution, particularly people such as your constituents living under the flight path. And because what I mean is, why I preface it like that, Zac, is because I assume you take very strong positions for a reason. It's not you don't just do it sort of for the hell of it. That is the reason. That is the reason we've always been such staunch opponents of Heathrow expansion. So clearly, any suggestion which leads to expansion of Heathrow, which increases the existing levels of air pollution and noise pollution, entirely consistent with what we've said for years, is something we will reject. I guess the bit where you and I differ is, am I therefore going to sort of, not read the Howard Davies report? He said that there's this complex debate about whether you need a hub or not, whether, he's actually floated in his interim report, I'm sure you've read it, this quite interesting idea that says that far from Heathrow being the place which we should look at, we should be looking at Gatwick if the real increase in aviation in the future is what they call point-to-point air transport. So I think, I'm a person who tries to be led by evidence. I will look at it, but I can't be less. I don't think I can be any more unambiguous by saying, the reason we've always opposed Heathrow expansion is because of the effect on the environment, on air pollution, noise pollution. Anything that does that in a bad way is something we're clearly going to reject.
I'll allow you one quick rejoinder, because it is meant to be regular listeners, Zac, and you have the benefit.
Come on, Zac, let the public have a say, Zac.
Just brief response from you, Zac Goldsmith.
The beauty of this programme is that you can come back. You can't in Parliament. But look, where the confusion lies, I think, is that the review has only one option, which doesn't involve Heathrow expansion. So if you accept the review, I don't see how you can do that at the same time as rejecting all of the outcomes.
I haven't said I accept that.
What's the point of the review?
Well, I haven't said I accept the review. The review hasn't been concluded, so it's very difficult to sort of accept or reject something which hasn't been concluded. But look, I've given you my views. I hope that's as clear as it can be. I believe it is.